Okay, so I want to preface this build with saying that this build is designed to get you through infiltration from 100% all the way through to the 400% missions. It's really good for solo play as well as in public groups as well. So I'm gonna start off with my reactor. So I have my substats skill duration up and skill critical hit damage. So for reactor, that is basically what you would need. So toxic skill power boosted with tick skill duration, hopefully skill cooldown, but skill duration is also good. And moving on to external components, I'm going with the Slayer set. I get a skill power increase of 26%, overall skill power increase of 26%, which is really good. Yeah, so in terms of substats for these components, they aren't really that important. I usually prioritize survivability, meaning that I always go with max health and defense on most of them. As you can see, max HP, max shield on this one, defense also. And then I also try and get at least one of them that has a max MP boosted as well. 150 on this one. I've got my max MP boosted by 156 points, which gives me 356 in total max MP, which is really good for sustain. Because with Freyna, for the most part, I'm not really using my weapons. I'm mainly using my skills, so I'm going to need a relatively large MP pool to draw from. So having my MP boosted at least with one stat is really nice. Moving over to her modules. As I said, weapons are not really that important. I'm using a handgun, but this is only for movability, for movement speed. Moving on to her Descendant modules. So Freyna's kit works best when you have high duration and a lot of range. She does have inherently a very low skill power modifier, and so that's why I've tried to sort of build skill power into the kit, into her modules, along with cooldown, duration, and range. Yeah, so Contagion is the Transcendent module that I do use. Contagion is the module that's key for this build because it makes it so that you're able to do those large AoE explosions all over the place. And then for survivability, increased HP with iron defense and battle of stamina. So that's what's making me survive solo and giving me a little bit of defense as well. Then for her skill power, I'm boosting with toxic skill power, flat 81% increase, and then skill power modifier, very important, of 50% increase as well. Then I also have this new module that dropped with the latest patch, toxic skill power, toxic integration. It gives you a 28% increase to toxic skill power with a skill critical hit damage increase of 10%. That's not that much. The main reason why I have it is because of the 28% extra increase to my skill power. And also iron defense also gives me a 12% increase to Freyna's overall skill power modifier. So yeah, for that, that's for her skill power. So then I also have skill critical hit rate as well as nimble fingers for cooldown, MP accelerant for more duration with MP increase, as well as battle of stamina, which gives me more health as well as more duration. And then very importantly, increasing her AoE range is very crucial. So I have got my skill expansion on, gives me a 92% increase to Freyna's overall range. Makes it so that my AoEs are able to spread even further with Contagion. So yeah, in a nutshell, this is the build that I go with for infiltrations, and it really helps me out. It's very fun also, just being able to just unleash maybe my toxic, my venom trauma, which creates a toxic puddle where the enemies are, and it causes this ripple effect and explodes all over the place. So yeah, and that's about it for the Descendant modules. Also want to say that this build is not meant to be taken really into hard mode intercepts. I wouldn't recommend you trying to, because you're probably going to be dying over and over, and you're going to need to be raised over and over as well. So I mainly just use this for for infiltrations. And that's about it. That's my Freyna build. I hope you found this video useful. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm always open to any constructive criticism regarding the builds. You know, my way is not the end-all be-all, so yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching.